Okay, I have no idea if we're up. Hopefully we are. Um, Asking a buddy of mine if it's working. I think it is. Couple things. I know the audio probably kind of sucks. It's a little too dry. Um, I'm getting some weird, overly hot distortion and so forth. I'm going to go through and clean all that up. I am a big audio nerd, and that'll be fixed up eventually. So, I haven't done anything on this channel for the last year or so. I've kind of been busy just, well, I moved to a different state. I opened a new studio here. That's a good way to start off. Been a crazy, crazy year. But, we're back all set up. Me and a buddy of mine are going to start filming content regularly, both in the sim as well as in real life. So yeah, just testing this out. This is actually my first stream. I'm not playing a round of golf or anything. I'm just kind of working on my swing today. We're going to play in real life tomorrow, and I'm going to try to film it, but kind of working on, I don't know, I have a 7-iron right now, but it's mostly, we're playing a par 3 course, and it's mostly wedges, so I want to get that a little bit more dialed. Thinning everything today. But, yeah, so today I'm just specifically working on, I tend to fire my shoulders a little too early rather than keeping them closed. And that's really what I want to do. The ball just goes so much further when I do that. Like that. Pulled it though. Big hook. I'm doing that a lot when I do that. Getting really good contact. 171 with a 7-iron. I'll take that all day. But when I do hit it solid, I get a pretty big hook. Usually not quite that far. I'm coming plenty into out. It should read the club path data. I don't know why it didn't on that shot. That one's a little bit better for sure. Buck 65 carry. 177 rollout. I mean, that's an absolutely beautiful 7-iron. We'll take that all day. But that only happens when I keep my shoulder closed. And I tend to fire them open too quickly. So I'm just practicing that. A little thin. Again, not a bad shot. But, yeah, just wanted to do a real quick stream test. Again, I want to get a little reverb on this. The studio software that I'm using has audio effects, but no fucking reverb or anything like that. Just compression, dynamics type stuff, limiter, which right now, for some reason, this mic is really hot going into my camera, and it's compressing it already. Probably too much compression, but we're going to get that cleaned up hopefully in the next day or so. That's a big 7-iron for me. 180. I like it. It just feels like a nice, easy, fluid swing too. If you go back and look at my videos, I started playing about 2 years ago, and my swing was a disaster. Could not hit the ball to save my life. But I've been working really fucking hard on it for the last year or so. And it's starting to pay off, but I still get a lot of mishits. But have a lot of fun, and we've got a whole series we're starting, which I'm real excited about, but I'm not going to go into all that right now. See, that's a miss, and even that's carrying 161. I'm real happy with that. Pretty straight too. It's not the big pull hook. I come very into out though. I feel like 7.5 degrees is a lot. It's not intentional. That's just how I naturally swing. Also a product of keeping my shoulders closed. When I get to the top here, I want my first move to just be bringing my hands down into that slot. But pretty good 7-irons. I want to work on my wedges though. So I'm going to get my 60 degree. I broke, this is my old 60 degree. I broke my new one yesterday. When I bought it about 2 months ago, and I was setting my sim up here at the new house, and I was just doing some test shots trying to get my launch monitor software to work, and I randomly just set it down on the ground like this when I went over to the computer to work on it, and forgot it was there, and just grabbed my driver, hit a ball off the tee, and just topped it and smoked it right into the handle, and it made a big dent in the middle of the handle where the grip is. And yesterday, or a couple days ago, I was just taking a regular swing, and as soon as I started my downswing, it just completely snapped off. The club fell to the ground, and I was holding about this much handle. Pretty funny, but it's getting a new shaft and grip and everything, and hopefully, he said it'll be about a week. But luckily, I kept my old 60 degree. Oh, bladed that one. So my 60, I want to go, I feel like I hit it about 90 to 95. That one was obviously bladed. Went a little further than that, but that's a pretty good swing. Didn't go quite as far as I want, but mic sounds fine, just a bit low. Okay, well, I'll have to look and see if I can raise the overall output. I should be able to. I may have turned it down a little too far. Is the chat working? Yeah, chat's working. What up, Paul? I appreciate you checking this out and giving me a little feedback. This was very, I just came out here 10 minutes ago and wasn't planning on streaming, but I figured I'd give it a quick try. Bladed that one a bit. Not bladed, but low on the face. You should be able to see, yeah, I got the little camera up there. You can see exactly where it's hitting on the ball. I'm going to do something a little different with that top camera. I don't know exactly what yet. I thought about putting one right behind the hitting strip here for putting, more for my benefit, so I can see if my putting stroke is nice and straight and so forth, but I don't know, just trying to do something a little different. Okay, so I guess my 60 degree, I hit a few the other day that were going around 95, but today they're going 86. I just got to remember that when I'm golfing tomorrow. We're playing a par 3 course, and it's got a lot of like 80, 90, 100-yard shots. It's called iron play here in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm hitting these straight at least. They're not going very consistent distance-wise, but this is a new swing. I've changed a lot just the last couple weeks. Notably, that issue of keeping my shoulder closed. For about a month, I was just blading everything, hitting real low in the club face, and I realized it was because I was pulling that lead shoulder up too quick and it was pulling my face up. So then now I'm just focusing on keeping that closed and down a little bit longer. And I'm now getting, I've always hit my 7-iron like 155 total, 155, 160, and now all of a sudden I'm hitting it like 170, 180 just by keeping my shoulder closed longer. This just started like the last week. That was a real nice swing. Yeah, that's that 90 yard. Okay, 90 to 95. But again, when I hit it pure like that, I get a pretty big draw. A little more than I would like. Now I'm back down to 77. So, new swing again, not real consistent with it, but they're all pretty good strikes, so I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not blading the ball nearly as much. I don't love 7 yards right, but I'll take that. That's better. On the white line. I'll take straight and short any day. At least it has a chance of rolling up there. It's probably going to be on the green. I think tomorrow I'm going to be aiming for about 85 yards with my 60. So that one would have been 5 yards short, but that's okay. All right. I've also been dealing with a bad back the last few days, but anyhow, just wanted to do a test run. I'm probably going to call this a day here. I never know where to look, and I don't know what this warning is on my computer. Are you sure you wish to close the application? No, I'm not, because I did not tell you to close. Hopefully it's still streaming. I really have no idea. I guess I'll find out. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm just going to end this stream here. I appreciate you, the one person watching. Yo, been like that for a few minutes. Still streaming. Okay, that's good. So you can see the little notification on there. Are you sure you wish to close the app? I don't know why it's doing that. I feel like that's probably my EOS camera software. Yes, it is. Cancel. I wonder if it's got like a time limit, like a 5-minute default or something. I would imagine. I might go ahead and stream a little longer. Just, I want to see if that's going to pop up again. Or if that was just like a one-time fluke. I hit some 6-irons. Why not? My back hurts. I'm stiff. I'm old. Why not make it worse by hitting some 6-irons? Let's see what we got today. Nothing. Right off the toe. That's no good. I spun open too early. trying to hit it hard, and I need to not do that. I grew up playing baseball, and my default is to swing as hard as I possibly can, which anybody who's ever played golf knows that does not work. Seems like the easier I swing, the further it goes. It's really weird, and it's hard to break that habit. Oh, that's not it. Looks like my EOS camera left. What the hell is going on? Oh, I guess I can't minimize it. I have to leave it up. That kind of makes sense. Oops. I'm learning. This is all very new to me. That's a nice 6-iron, but I mean, it's going the same distance as my 7. My power tends to kind of max out. I think for what I hit my 7-iron, if I'm hitting that like 170, my 3-wood's going maybe like 220, and my driver around 240, 250. I feel like I should have a little bit more than that based on how I hit my lower irons, but maybe not. Yeah, see, that's the same as my 7-iron. So why even hit a 6? It makes no sense to me. Probably trying to swing too hard. There's still a mental barrier there with hitting higher clubs and just wanting to swing too hard. See? Oh well. I'm going to kill this stream. I think I've done enough testing. Just want to get back on my computer and see how the audio sounds and so forth. I may dim this light a little bit. I feel like it's good for the overall scene, but the highlights are getting hit really hard, and I feel like they're getting blown out a bit. But I mean, I'll take that. Like, if that's going to be a consistent 6, hopefully, I mean, I guess 190, I mean, that's great for a 6-iron. And hopefully my 7-iron consistently will go like 175, maybe 180. That's a pretty good gap. I actually really like that. And that one landed 0.0 offline. That was right down the middle. I wish I could do that every time. Nope. Okay, killing this stream. Thank you for checking this out, Paul. That screen is gone now. What screen is gone now? They're all showing up on here. I don't know. I'm gonna give you a call, dude.